Hi, welcome to Easter Eggs. We're looking at the story of Easter, and we're doing it as we are kind of moving through Scripture and moving through the stories and the moments that take us to the Easter event, through the Easter event, and to the other side. Thanks for joining me. We talked in a previous episode about the difference a day makes, and I tell you, that last day of the life of Jesus was a day that people would never forget. Peter could tell you that. If you'd have told Simon Peter that the proud, devoted disciple yesterday, and that journey of that morning would find him in the pit of guilt and shame, he'd have said, "You're crazy. I'm loyal. It's never going to happen. I won't betray him." Other disciples would have told you the same thing. For the last 24 hours, they had constantly been trying their best to be where Jesus was, and at the same time were terrified, and they were on the run. Then Judas, man, pitiful Judas. Yesterday, he was determined and defiant. The morning had found him executing himself with his own belt. His dangling body eclipses the morning sun. No one was left untouched. No one. The bigness of the Nazarene's execution was just too big to ignore, impossible to ignore. If you were to see women arguing on a street corner, the subject would be Jesus. If you would have seen women and men in the marketplace, they were giving their opinion on this self-proclaimed Messiah. The pilgrims who had entered Jerusalem for the Passover and the meaning of the Passover had been lost in the craziness of the 24 hours where Jesus of Nazareth had been executed. And to be honest with you, everybody was choosing a side. You can't be neutral on an issue like this. You can't be apathetic. Not this time. It's one side or the other. You have to choose. And they all did. For every cunning Caiaphas, there is a daring Nicodemus. For every cynical Herod, there is a questioning Pilate. For every potty-mouthed thief, there is another one who is seeking truth and seeking life. For every Judas, there was a faithful John. Sides were chosen then, and today, things are no different. When it comes to the Easter event, we're always choosing sides. And you and I are put in a great position because God gives us the opportunity, because he loves us, to choose what side it is that we're going to land on. And so the question for you as we count down to Easter is, what side are you on? What side are you on, and who do you want to be counted when it comes time to declare what team you're on? You want to be on Jesus' side. And so don't ever take for granted the fact that his death has always been a moment where people had to choose sides. God knew it would be that way. He knew it then, he knows it now, and so do you. And so, make sure you choose the right side as we continue our countdown to Easter and keep getting ready to celebrate his resurrection once again.